we perhaps could have predicted. We did predict internally that we would probably beat Boeing and most of these orders would actually come in. We just chose not to say it publicly because at the beginning of the year, if you remember, there were a lot of wags in this industry and so-called experts talking about the inevitable 30% reduction in production, that we were going to be laying off people, Boeing was going to be laying off people. By the summer, we knew that just wasn't true.
Better than you predicted publicly, but internally, was it the emerging markets? Was it low-cost airlines? What was it that made you feel so bullish for this 2010 orders?
Well, I think a lot has to do with the emerging markets, but low-cost airlines are clearly a part in it as well. I announced that we have a backlog now of 3,552 aircraft worth at catalog prices, now we don't always sell them at catalog prices, about $500 billion US. Now 30% of that backlog is out in Asia. We really have a dominant position in China. We've got an extremely strong position in India. We're well positioned in most of Asia. Being with the emerging markets, we think, is key to our strategy going forward.
And of course, in Asia, we're not talking about just replacing older aircraft. We're talking about newer airlines ordering huge amounts. As we saw last week, you announced Indigo with a record-breaking order of 180 A320s. That's an unheard of kind of order. Can you even replicate that in 2011, or is this sort of a one-off?
Well, I think we're going to have a lot of orders in 2011, especially for our new A320neo. It's the airplane that Indigo ordered. That, by the way, was the largest order in aviation history, both in terms of units and dollars. So we're very pleased with that. Indigo is the third largest airline in India right now for the domestic markets. It'll be probably by summer the second largest, and we forecast by sometime in 2012 it will be the largest airline in India.
We are seeing oil near $100 a barrel, something we would have discussed in 2008 with worries that as the oil price goes up, maybe some airlines would either slow down in orders or actually speed up orders because they need these new fuel-efficient planes. Which way do you see it going with oil over $100 a barrel, if that's where we go?
Yes, it's one. I think we will go over $100 a barrel. In fact, our forecast is that it will at least cross the $100 barrel point sometime this year. We don't think it'll average $100 a barrel for the whole year. It'll be in the 90s, but it'll be up to the $120 a barrel over the next couple years. That does impact the profitability of the airlines. There's no two ways about it.
Okay, let me put you on the spot here. Can 2011 beat 2010 in orders for Airbus?
Well, again, we don't make a forecast like that. We actually, at our press conference, said that the book-to-bill would be better than 1-to-1. And we're going to deliver, in terms of civil aircraft, somewhere around 520, 530. So clearly we're going to do better than that. I think it's definitely possible that it would be a year similar to this. It might even be a little bit stronger. A lot has to do with the economy. A lot has to do with fuel prices as well. And, of course, there's also production. We are taking production on the single-aisle models 320 up to 40 a month. We're studying going to 42 or 44. You have to have aircraft available to be able to sell them too.